Hi everyone, I am Tara, aka Spirit Mother, and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel on YouTube and Spirit Teachings of Going Within Self, on TikTok 1974 Night Soul, and I'm also live on my Facebook. If you're not familiar with my channel, I usually recommend or suggest that people go and read the description on my YouTube channel, Spirit to Spirit Teachings of Going Within Self, in order to get a better understanding of what my channel is about. I come on and I talk about like things that's transpiring within the world, and I talk a lot about my own experience. So it's some people say you're talking about your family. Okay, well, yes, if it's my experiences, I am. Okay. Okay. Today I'm talking about behavior. Okay, because behavior is it's a big thing. People react in different ways, and sometimes it's a controlled reaction, and then sometimes it's just a reaction that is just because you get to that point where you just had enough. Okay? Now, I've been standing up for myself a lot because I just got so tired of being shit on, and it was that part of I got to a point now where I'm boiling over. And because I'm boiling over, and I mean, I'm not bringing any different stuff out right now. Right now, my family's not talking to me. You know? Oh well. I'm not being a child about it either. I'm just fed up. Tonight, my ex-husband told me, like, he tells me that nobody wants to be around you because you're always browbeating. So when I looked up the meaning of browbeating, what the term browbeating meant, it said to intimidate or disconcert by a manner or a stern manner or arrogant speech. Bully. I don't bully. I've been speaking up for myself, okay? And bullies and people who abuse people or talk down to people don't like somebody standing up. And then if they stand up for themselves, well, you're the bully, but you're actually not. You're the one standing up for yourself, and the bully doesn't like it. So it turns it around on you. So I sent the meaning of it to my ex-husband. And I don't care if they like me. I don't think they ever did really like me anyways. They just like, but that's fine. I still love them anyways, because I know what love actually is. And he wrote back and he said, "Will you scold?" Okay, so I looked up scold, an angry rebuke. And then I looked up rebuke. Express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. So to someone like that, because I'm standing up for myself and I'm speaking up for myself, I'm the one in the wrong. It's like, you use these words, but when I went to you and told you when I went to him and told him what the words meant, well, I was still the problem. Why do you stay? Because, well, right now I have no other place to live, and I'm not going to go living with anybody else. Rude, but see, people think, oh, well, you just go to start stuff so you can go on your little podcast and bring stuff. No. It's like, when are you going to fucking grow up? When are you going to stop, like, twisting everything around on somebody else because they're standing up for themselves. You know, you get tired of being called crazy and a cunt. I know I'm not crazy. That's abusive. So before, I used to just take it. I used to not say shit if I had a mouthful because I just didn't want the argument. I didn't want fighting. I didn't want the disconnection between the family. But there was already a disconnection between the family because they can say, "Oh, well, you're just looking for sympathy." No, I don't need anyone's sympathy. I opened my eyes and I started seeing that anytime I ever tried to speak about something, I was shut down like a little child. And those same people that shut me down like a little child, when I look at them, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Pretty hypocritical, aren't you? So my behavior is wrong and I'm crazy and I'm psychotic and I'm a raging lunatic and all this stuff. It's like, you say that because I'm not taking the shit anymore. I have not heard from my family in like 3 weeks. And they say it's because of what I come on my podcast and say. Like, holy fuck, man, I've been coming on here for a year and a half, 2 years now. Maybe not on TikTok, but YouTube and my Facebook. It's to people that, like, you want to shit on me, but the real people you should be shitting on are the ones that you're, like, so close to. I will say it, like, I watched somebody tell my son, my oldest son, that he could go sleep in a corner like the dog he is. And I stood up for him that night, but I'm a cunt. Because, I just had enough of the way people talk to me. People will blame me because I don't have a relationship with my oldest son. But it had nothing to do with me. You know, every time I asked, and I'm going to say it, and I don't care if you like it or not, every time I asked to see the adoption papers, once I was told it was a closed adoption. Then I was told they can't find it, or they didn't need to show me. Well, if there's an adoption and it's going to clear my mind, then why the fuck don't you just show me? Seriously. That's the biggest demon I'm fighting. I have people would say, like, of what transpired then, and then I had another one tell me that it shouldn't have happened. That's where my heart hurts. And if my family don't understand that, well, fuck you. Seriously. Telling me I got mental health issues, have a fucking look at yourself. You only tell me I have mental health issues because I stand up for myself and I'm tired of fucking taking this shit from people. It's usually my family. Strangers don't treat me like a piece of shit. Strangers actually like what I bring forward. And I mean about like being me, being authentic, and speaking my languages and moving the energy and just it's like, you know, you don't want me happy? Too fucking bad for you. If you're not happy with your own life, why do you think it's okay to like it's like I bring things forward to show you how to come out of that rut that you're in. And yeah, I am coming out of that rut because I got good things going on. You just don't see it. It's what it is. I say about an infection. Oh, you know, I'm doing a course thing to get into work because most places right now they won't hire me because they said, well, don't have money as you because I'm authentic and I be myself. And it's just not feasible. But the person that I'm working with right now, they told me, don't you worry. But anytime I bring anything that I'm proud of forward, um, and if you want to tell me that it's my fault because you don't call me, because you don't like what I'm saying, because my heart is hurting, and I'm authentic enough and brave enough to like, you know, allow myself to feel my feelings. Oh, but my behavior is not acceptable. Fuck you. You know, that's why mom was depressed. She could she was never allowed to talk. I seen and I seen my ex-husband's family. I've seen so many people's family, and your family's no fucking better than anybody else's. Excuse me. Only some people don't want to look at their own family, even though they're fucking miserable. But you know, sometimes it's the part of, well, I don't have money to survive. Because I know of people that wanted to leave and told me that, well, because they couldn't leave because of the money. Actually, somebody said, is that why you don't? Because of the money? Well, because where I'm at, just to rent a room in a stranger's house in an apartment, most people are asking like $900 or more. when I moved in 2013, I moved into an apartment and my rent was $560 a month for a 2 bedroom. And now that same apartment is, from what I understand, more than $1,000. And that's in a building where they're infested with cockroaches now. When people complain to the one who was in charge, well, they didn't get their apartment done because they had no place to take their animals. Nor did my son. But he still had his apartment done. It's behavior. But I'm scolding, I'm browbeating. Or I'm just a whiny little baby. But I'm none of the above. And I feel that in my heart right now. Rip it out. Oh, wait. You can't rip out something that had already been torn apart but is now mending. All I ever wanted was health and family. Getting my health right now. I like being around people who are like-minded, because when I am around like-minded people, it's easier to be, because I don't feel like I'm having to be less than who I am. It's like that part of silence yourself. People only want you to silence yourself because they are incapable of speaking of themselves. About their own stuff. It's that part of right now, it feels like my world is just letting go. Because I don't have to listen. I know that I have a lot to offer to the world, whether I let that crazy music or not. But my ex-husband telling me the reason why people don't want to be around you is because of this stuff. No, they don't want to be around me because I'm standing up and saying something now. I'm not just going in the corner and holding it all in so that my body hurts. Because there are times when I get so frustrated that I just want to take my fist and just And trust me, I know my energy. And my own energy fucking freaks me out sometimes. But I'm the one that's got to be in control of it. You can try to hold me back from getting to where I'm meant to be. But all the pain that you inflict on me, it's a part of hurt me. You're only hurting yourself because that pain is going to come back at you. Not because I'm sending it. And people that don't feel and understand where I'm coming from. You'll see it a lot more, and I will say it because I've noticed it. A lot of people have become very unfree since COVID in different ways. When it comes to family, a lot of people will help a stranger quicker than they do their own family. People will be more concerned with, you know, these people in high places in government, or, you know, got to watch your soap operas, got to have your idols. Meanwhile, your own family is screaming in pain. Sad, very sad. Right now, the song "Sometimes I Love You, Sometimes You Make Me Feel Blue." Well, you know, it's a part of how many fucking times you make me feel blue. It's like I'm not trying to intentionally make somebody feel blue. I'm saying, where's your fucking heart? If you have more compassion and understanding for an actor or actress than you do your own mother, daughter, father, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather, you know, family. Like, you know, people would just like talk about shit, but nobody wants to. They just want to say, oh, well, that person's the problem. No. Why is that person the problem? Because they want to talk about something? It's a lot of what's wrong with the world today. People that want to be able to talk and express their feelings and what have you, the ones that don't, they're like, you need to be seen and heard. So like, you have a lot of mental health right now. You have people committing suicide. In Canada, they have that thing of like, you know, if you have mental health issues and you want assisted suicide, come to us, we'll give it to you. Meanwhile, wait a minute. If they're having mental health issues, they're not in a state to be able to make a decision like that. If they're trying to kill themselves, are they now? Have a gander at that behavior. And that's coming from systems. I think somebody said it's called MAID when you're dealing with like the military. Wow. send the people to war. They put the people through hell, treat them like a fucking piece of shit, leave them in disarray. Their families fall apart. They suffer from PTSD. And you say, here, come to us and, we'll just finish you off. And I read about that, and it was like March 26th of 2022, I believe it was, when it was first said. And then they did it again in March past. That's genocide. And the person's not making a rash decision. Because I know all of the times that I tried taking my life by overdose, I wasn't making a rash decision. Am I afraid to talk about myself now? Not anymore. I might cry, but I know I'm crying for that part of just being able to let it go. Letting go that part of me that no longer serves me. And know that, like, if I hadn't been in my car accident, I would have been in a really good position. But God was saying, nope, that's not it. Like, for the longest time, I've tried talking to people politely. And like I said, every time I asked to go to see the adoption papers, it was blown off and basically made to feel like I was trying to start something. And like I said, if the papers are there, why won't you let me see them? Just to clear my mind. It's strange because I feel like my mom was trying to tell me something. She's trying to show me something. Because her and I, we go, she's deceased, but we go heart to heart, spirit to spirit. And I don't care if my family don't believe this. That's your fucking problem, not mine. Don't say about picking up a dime and say, oh, well, that's mine. Seriously. You want to throw shit at me because I say that I talk to mom in spirit, heart to heart. And mom and I, we've been working through things with each other because it's my mom's spirit that's with me now. God, it's the spirit, it's the heart that's with me. It's not physical people. I just heard somebody say you're psychotic and you're ignorant. Psychotic, you're psychically connected. People say don't believe in God, anything like that, well, then I guess you gave up on yourself, didn't you? Because you're that part of God, but you don't believe in God or say, oh, well, you're doing this, you're doing. No, I'm expressing my experiences. It's people's choice whether they come on and watch my channel. As same as if somebody writes an autobiography or biography or whatever the hell they're called. I already have an idea of what I title my, if I wrote a book, what I title it. It's her lost child. Well, you know, we've all been lost. But no. I told my oldest son in the message, hopefully one day you'll be able to give him up. And I just heard, not as long as you're a bitch. Well, I guess you'll always be an asshole. I know what's going on. And there's things all to shit. And don't anybody ever blame me for it. Because I, for the longest time, I have no clue how to fix it. Behavior of my second oldest sister telling me that one of the reasons why they didn't get the photos done was fucking bullshit. And she can say that it is. She's doing the face. And let me breathe. Because if you don't breathe, you're going to die because I ain't going to fucking breathe. But see, the thing is, my ex-husband, whenever he says, well, the reason you're the reason why people don't want to be around you, you're no fucking better than the other ones, hey? You know, you're trying to hurt me. Here, let me give you a little bit of pain. Oh, wait, I don't need to. Because you're already doing it to yourself. Because you won't come out of that pit. Part of blaming everybody else for problems. Okay, yep, things happen because of other people. But it's that part of how did you react to it? I don't always react the greatest. You know, here, get up into the egg. On. Listen to that. Feel good? Feel good to try to hurt me? You know, you got disdain for me. And I think I didn't already know that. This is a heart to heart. When I say a heart to heart and spirit to spirit, those people know who it is that I'm talking to. That's what spirit to spirit is. It's going heart to heart, feeling one another. It's like I got people, they tell me, oh, well, I'm going to block you, or I'm going to like hang up on you. And stuff. Oh, you already do hang up on me. And, you know, you block me. Oh, well, you know, that's up to you. I, I even had people that said that they were my friends. who did that, and I was left not knowing what the fuck happened. But spirit takes people out of your life or you out of theirs for a reason. So part of when people know really how to be a friend. My ex-husband, he says that we're friends. You know they're a true friend if they hadn't fucked you over before you die. Well, dude, man, when you realize that I'm the true friend that you have, and you fuck me over every time. Here's your behavior. It's like I keep being told you're good. Sometimes you just gotta let go. Someone said, well, why don't you put it out wide so he can just do the same thing? Seriously. I don't know you guys were talking about me. And not in a good way either. My heart is bleeding. And I know that there's a lot of other in this world that's experiencing the same thing. You feel very alone, unwanted, left out. Some even get cold and revert to addictions of one form or another. Always told because we have emotions and feelings and we want to express them and bring it out because it's hurting us. We're told we're crazy. Put a label on it. All those people that say shit to me. I feel your hearts and I around you. And I don't hold anything against you. My second oldest sister, she tells me, well, you never apologized for kissing. It was her kid's father. You never apologized for kissing him. It's like, yeah, and I never will, and I never fucking will, because I wasn't the one kissing him. He tried kissing me, and you walked out when I fucking was pushing him away. Mom can't verify that because she's not here now. But Mom was standing right there. I can tell you what it was. But people expect me to apologize. Seriously. Have you ever apologized? I recall back in 2021 doing a video and sending it to my youngest sister, apologizing to her. There's your behavior. That's the difference in behaviors. Bring it, because I can feel it. I can feel when people are like sending shit at me. Seriously. And don't go unnoticed. But I just want to send prayers of healing for you. Because if you're wanting to feel like you want to rip my heart out, or you want to crush it, or you want to squeeze it, it's that part of you know what I speak is true. And you say whatever you want about me. It's all already out there. Go watch my videos. I'm not nonsense. I find your heart too. Because then you might start looking at your own shit. Been there for people, and I probably will be there until the day I die. But I still be boundaries, and I'm just taking myself right away from people who want to call me crazy. Like I said, the last time I really spoke to anyone in my family was about 3 weeks ago after my youngest son told me that I was a bad babysitter after I told my brother to babysit. I was a bad babysitter and I was a fucking idiot. You know, I feel for you. I feel for people like that. And then it's that part of, have a look at your life. Why do you think it's the way it is? And say it's because of me. Stato por Mesela oriental dove cacciavecchissimo Torino e la Corea simultai dove alla fine proprio hai potuto chiamare con una testa tu due Corea che si è detto mette come totale system. I have to come to the realization that, you know, if people don't want to heal, they just want to say that they want this, they want that, but it's not part of putting in the true effort of it happening. People telling me, oh, you need the mental health. Seriously, seriously, I need mental health. I'll be honest, a lot of people could use it, but not in the way that they figure by giving someone a pill. Because most mental health, they may say it's mental, but it's actually the heart that's hurting. And the mind keeps seeing it because the heart wants to heal. Release away. But I didn't go learn it out of a book. Not being rude to those who spent thousands of dollars. Being able to connect with people heart to heart, spirit to spirit, experience to experience goes a long way. Because you actually take that time to hear that person's heart, to hear that person's pain. And some say, I got my own. Yeah, you do. And how does it feel when nobody will listen? I sit with people and I just get them, like, it's a part of getting, like, allowing them to talk. And people say, well, you talk about people. I talk about experiences. I don't use names. If I say my family or my father, my brother, sister, very few people know what I'm talking about. Because very few people who know me watch me. And if they do watch me and they know me, they already fucking know my story. But that was my story, and I'm changing it. I may look like I'm not doing anything or accomplishing anything or going anywhere in life. But that's because you don't see what it is that I'm actually doing. Because it's not in the physical world so much right now. Because I'm doing it all here. Because in order to see it there, I gotta clear it up in here. I gotta sort it out. You know, feel that in my heart again. And that's, get you through every day, inflicting pain on somebody else because you don't want to look at your own. Se mucho de ser ahí, pero escucha tú. I feel your pain about I will not wear it and I will not hold on to it. You can sort that out yourself. Because that's where true healing is going to come from. That's where you're going to see behavioral changes, not only within yourself, but in your environment and in your systems. Tonight, I scream because I'm so tired of being told that I'm a cunt and that I'm crazy and everything like that. People say just blow it off. Yes. But you know what? There comes a time when you just don't blow it off anymore because they keep doing it. So when that happens, what you're doing is you're actually enabling the behavior. Why do you think you got bullies? Oh, don't say anything to them. Don't stand up. Don't just go away. Stop. No, because where you need to hit them is in the heart to make them feel their own emotions, to release it so that it doesn't inflict on you. Now, I'm taking my frustrations and my pain out on what hurt me. Well, I just heard you like to be heard. Everybody wants to be heard, only they won't speak up in order to be heard. People say cellular scary, don't you say a word. It's like, here, no, let's put my lips together. I will speak my truth. And I hope that whether it's to other people or you just sit with yourself and speak truth to yourself. Because I know that the people that come on and watch me or what have you for a minute or 30 seconds know that they're experiencing things. Because the ones that don't stay in, it's because we never want to face truths about ourselves, and sometimes people cause a reaction. Mirroring. So when someone tells me that I'm browbeating or I'm scolding, guess you don't know what the meaning is. Some people like to use big words because it makes them sound intelligent. You know, simple words describe things just fine and everybody understands. I'm not saying anything about people who use big words, but it's that part of, you could use the simplest words. And actually, if you're trying to make a point, make your point come across a lot better because then everybody fucking understands it. My ex-husband tells me about me talking about healing and stuff like that sometimes, and explaining to him how like he could clear his mind by clearing up his fucking mess. I'm browbeating and scolding and everything. But yet, you come to me and you talk all about the fucking politics and all this other bullshit crap that, it only creates fear. Hey, man, why don't you step out of fear and come into peace? Step into your heart space. Because it's like, you're fucking back and forth, man. What, like, afraid of what others will think about you or say about you? Or do you think they're like not saying anything already? They see somebody they can manipulate, and a kind person, but then that kind person goes and be kind to other people, and then comes back at you and fucking shits all over you because they're tired. They say they're tired of hearing other people's problems. Like, well, if you're doing that, that's on you. You're in the wrong behavior by taking it out on me or someone else because of what you're feeling and experiencing because of your own doing. But what do I know? I'm not Jordan Peterson, or I'm not TED Talks, or whatever in the book they are. What? I'm not a man. Here, I'll put this down my pants, pretend it's a pecker. I'll pull my hair back and put it like that so I look like a boy. My chest is already flat enough so I don't have to tape it. Oh, wait, and I'll get my pretend book out. I'll look in here. What's the theory on this now? Oh, wait. The truth. The stars are telling you everything, but I'll say it. I was in my Stars and Galaxies program, of course, through Dalhousie, or not Dalhousie, through St. Mary's. I started going to it, and it was just, I'm not being rude, but it was kind of slow for me. And I felt like I couldn't be myself. Because I was sitting there, and as he was describing stars and galaxies and stuff like that, I was actually writing down stuff that pertained to it with regards to the human body and the chakras. Like, I mean, we use theories, and it's like, what are we? It's like, what are we? Experiment. So you're comparing us to each other. It's like, not your fucking guinea pig. We draw energy and we move it. People don't believe that, and that's fine. To those who, you know, go to church and read Bible, do you understand it? Or are you just seeing the parts where it says put each other against one? Because, they do say, like, anytime I went to church or what have you, they were saying about another religion or something. About how Jews did this, Palestinians did that, and Christians did this. There's two forms of Christians, just so you know. Yeah, obviously people yes, yeah. They like to say she had the seven deadly sins. No, she was exposing the seven deadly sins. even says in there that Peter didn't like her being within this culture either. But we all knew it was said that Peter didn't like her because Yeshua favored her. Was it that, or was it because she understood? And it's so much easier to be around people who understand. He was teaching her so that she would become a teacher herself. But in that time, women were considered good things. A bag. You're to be seen and not heard, and you're not even to be seen for the most part. It's all about behavior. That's how we treat one another. Whether you're a man or a woman, masculine or feminine. Because masculine and feminine don't change gender. It's called true spirit. Some are so far in their masculine that they just want to bully. That's the ones that call people sluts, whores, cunts, dirty people, everything like that. And then you can be too far in your feminine. When I say about feminine, it's like that part that you feel like you need, like some parts you feel like you need a man. Or another masculine. You feel like you're unable to fit yourself. Having distress. And that's when you find. You bring your heart and you look at your darkness, you work with your darkness, your behaviors. Shadows, dark nights of the soul. You know, in biblical or in church terms or whatever, they like to say demons. Things come to us. Because this is the part of calling to the other side. And the other side is that other part of you that you're trying to find. Trying to find out there that's in here. Because it's a huge world. She or he is just screaming in pain. And the world is experiencing this. In order to resolve things, you can talk about it. You don't have to go directly to that person. You can go heart to heart because the heart's here with them. Yeah, I got a big mouth when I yawn. Oh, wait. According to some, I got a big mouth even when I don't yawn. You don't realize how important my family are to me, even if things are feel like they're in turmoil. Because I look past the anger and I look into some hurts are very angry and crying and screaming. There are some that are already past all that. They didn't have to deal with all that. But I didn't comfort the life. Like, I say to everyone I came to find out listening to. Because I came to find myself too. So it's that part of you're browbeating. Oh, you're scolding. But I'm rebuking. I'm not taking the shit no more. You're disobedient. Just a free thinker. Most of the time, my head is like my mind is blank, and you can say, "Oh, you're in your head." Yep. For the most part, because I'm mostly in my heart space. I go to I go to my mind with my heart wants to connect with it because it's sorting through something first. We have to keep everything in mind, but we feel it in the heart, and it's that part of. You know, we said I had a mental filing cabinet. Well, that mental filing cabinet fucking blew up and exploded. You know, it's like your cashew crackers blew up and it's all scattered all over the place now. So it's like finding it. I feel that in my heart again. You know, like I said, quieto time. I start reading books sometimes, and it's like when I'm reading them, I start kind of glitching. Like, that don't make sense. So it's, you know, like me, hate me, love me, loathe me, laugh with me, cry with me, scream with me. You know, even sometimes you want to bitch slap me. Like, you know, it's like, they'll say it again. One of my sisters told me that I always got what I wanted. Somebody who always got what they wanted could not leave home at 16. And it was really strange because I say about like so many people with adoption, what have you. And I just kind of sit with things right now because it's like I think back at that time, and it was like in around July, it was supposed to take a place, but it And a month later, I left home. So it's like my brain, I blocked a lot. And because of blocking it, it hurts. That young girl is trying to sort through something. Just dismissed. One in my family said that they said that this was going to happen. Another one said something about my mom being selfish. I still don't know what that meant. And others telling me that this is my demon. You know, well, but you know, those same people that I'm speaking of right now, oh, that's how they feel about this. I have a hard time with my sister because it's like she does it on purpose. Romance, and she's introducing, she'll look right at me, and then she'll look at somebody else and say, and this is my brother, and do you think I don't know what you're doing? Seriously, do you think I don't know what you're doing? And I've always protected you. I've been out of shit, but I always protected you. And I will have to see her. One person, my brother-in-law once, he was going to after his brother because his brother threw me over. But I wouldn't have needed him because I was getting back up to go after him myself. I said about my ex-husband. And I'm not getting involved. Dad, I'm just like my dad. That's the part of, all the time I stood up for you. If you can't say shit to somebody that emotional, I'm going to say it to a fucking coward. And if the shoe fits, wear it. And this is part of the heart, spirit to spirit. People say, oh, you're calling names. You know, if you're seeing somebody that happening to somebody that you say you love and you don't stand up for them, fucking shake your head. Que se futurita vresu tu prashikimotoi. Then you say about what's going on in your streets and everything like that. Not being rude. Holy fudge. No, I didn't say that for not that part. Kafani, ah, Hoshiki right now you got spirits. Yeah. Sige, I'm sure yes. Sutu po aqui é uma parte que reais. Sutu. Shit, man. You know, And my second oldest sister, I don't want to do what you do. What do you mean you don't want to do what I do? Seriously, what do you mean? You don't want to do what I do? Well, what is it that I'm doing? Seriously. So you don't want to do what I'm doing. Then what the fuck is it that I'm doing that you don't want to be doing? You know, I did a thing on here. I'm heart with attitude because my heart is tired of being hurt, manipulated, and broken. It's not about tearing your family apart or breaking it apart or anything like that. Or it's about sorting through the shit and fucking talking about the elephant in the room that nobody seems to want to talk about. Oh, wait. Or maybe that's just one person that wants to talk about it and everybody else is shutting it down because nobody else wants to talk. What's it going to expose? What's it going to work out? Or what's it going to heal? Afraid of? What are you all afraid of? I'll tell you what everybody is afraid of. What people are afraid of. They're afraid of the truth. And it was including myself too. So I don't come on here and say that it's everybody else and I don't do shit. That be me saying, oh, I'm holier than thou. Well, I ain't fucking holier than thou. And then the words righteous. Well, I am I am when I make right choices because that's what righteous is, making right choices. You know, no offense to the Bible, but you use that lot in there, or they refer to it as it being as righteous, but they use it in a more holier than thou. Everybody has made their mistakes, made their choices. And them and the ones involved are the ones that should be working through it, not forcing somebody else to go through it. This is what I am, right up there, standing, because I can feel it. But, you know, people who say they care about me, they have no fucking idea like what I'm bringing forward on here because it's not part of you hear one thing and then you fucking run with it. It's like the Bible. Certain things are written one part and everybody runs with it because you don't know the rest. So you speculate. Talking about a message in the Bible. I'm just waiting to hear what it has to say. That's the nosy part. Ele é todo isso, tudo bem. Oh, cool. The moral of it, I think, was that's my mom. And aren't we talking about it's the message in the bottle, it's the message in the heart. The heart is the container. It's the container contains, yeah, it contains it. Your mind may see it, but your heart fucking feels it and sees it. And that's why you can't, that's why we struggle with letting it go. Because in ways we try shutting one off so that we don't have to deal with the other. And when you shut that one off, well, the other one hurts, or the other one has PTSD. And like I said, PTSD is spirit's way, your heart's way of saying we need to look at this now. We need to let it run out its course so that you can see what it's trying to show you. So if somebody can, if you can get somebody who's experiencing PTSD, get them to explain what it is that they're experiencing, there's more of a chance it's going to help them because it's actually getting it out and somebody else is hearing and being able to visualize what it is that they're experiencing. And that goes hurt. And that's that part of recognizing and seeing somebody else's pain. And you help them. That's why helping one another, communication, and we've been divided and separated so that we can't. So then the behavior gets out of hand because everybody wants to express how they feel, and they figure that we feel like everybody else has to think or feel the same way, but it's not part of knowing. We're one, but we experience things differently, see it differently. But it's being able to communicate on a different level, because we're all trying to communicate from here, and we go up here, and like when you become, because people become empaths because they start letting go of their stuff, so they start feeling. Because when we suppress it, we act out in many different ways and forms. Children act out because they don't know how to express what it is that they're feeling or what they want to say because they don't know how to put it in words. And it's the same as adults. Right now, I got a weird feeling going on there. No, I'm not having a heart attack. It's like a, yeah, I hate that. It's like an electrical current going on. It's like, holy shit, man. Yeah, it was like almost like a a buildup of energy, a block of energy, and it was just like, it's a part of, I know that I'm healing too, because as you release, you'll feel your body healing. And in 2019, before I died, what caused it to happen, when I went sideways, my arm folded over. So I have had a lot of things wrong with the left side of my body. And now I know what that, like, because spirit kind of guided me through the collective of what happened to understand what it was that I was experiencing. People say, don't crack your bones, you'll get hurt. No, you gotta crack your bones. Seriously. Because when you crack your bones, you're releasing that stagnant energy. I do this a lot. Just moving your body kind of like I grind it sometimes. I bring it in hard and then I crank it. And oh boy, does that ever feel good after doing that? It's like right now, it's like in the neck. Is that the it? So yeah, like that doing that, it felt good because if you twist, dancing, twisting your body, like twerking your body, it does help. I need to do it more often again because I was doing it all the time. So it's not just about behavior towards one another, it's behavior towards yourself. How do we talk to ourselves? How do we treat ourselves? I know the other day, um, well, when I just walked in on him, um, he's seen a pair of boots. They liked, and but he wouldn't buy them for himself. He says, I don't usually buy myself stuff. Yeah, you bought yourself stuff. A lot of it bought yourself stuff. But he said he'd sooner buy somebody else than by himself. But then it's that part, when you do that, he comes back at me and says about what he did because he regrets doing what he did. So by him regretting doing what he did, I'm supposed to take that on? I don't think so. That's not what I came here to experience life for. I come here to teach how to get through it yourself if someone's not there that can help. That's what I did. I didn't have anyone. And then certain ones, they come to teach me something. So I'm very grateful and appreciative for whether it went right or whether it went wrong. A lot of time I was me and spirit, all the spirits that resides within my heart, all the painful parts, I know that happened with the light parts, the dark parts, the shadows. Like I say about regrets, well, it's a form of behavior because it's a thought behavior, emotional behavior. But I know, like, when I scream, I know it comes. It's like Pandora's box. We are in that form of Pandora's box. And what's at the bottom of Pandora's box is taboo to the systems. Because when you go deep down in Pandora's box, you see hope. And when you see hope, hope sees you, and hope starts pushing its way up. And we ask for, we pray for something, for help, or something like that. That help comes to you. Maybe not in the way that you were expecting, but that help comes. And some part of me to acknowledge that help. And it may just come as a message. Listen. Sono cultura culture, sono culture. So if I come off as a brazen lunatic, so ask yourself, because sometimes it's what people's actions or words. And people say it's for condescending. You're going to see it how you want. But that would mean you're not getting the real message. Because you're looking at a point of view within your mind as opposed to experiencing it through heart. Whether it makes you angry, sad, mad, happy, joyous, excited. It's close. It's me. Scusi, siamo tipo è molto si può dare che le retribuzioni siamo tutti alle culture siamo tutti vediamo io sta per che si tutto tanto tutto lì il sicurezza dove what's that somebody tell me I wish you could see yourself there. I was watching it on a shot so and same thing. Yes, ecco dove sono i salari, tutto si poi poi se poi sono due poi Isso que itu 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 tuh itu cita kayak biasa. Yeah, it's like it is bothersome when like your family don't get it, and I understand that part. You know, it is something hard to comprehend. Like I've said it many times, like everybody is like this, capable of this in different ways because everyone has gifts. We're all different. But as long as we're living in um, internal chaos and fear and anger and sadness and things like that, and maybe like you know, you can struggle with being able to tap into your gifts. Some people have an eye for detail when it comes to feng shui or painting and decorating a home. My sister, she's also always awesome at that. She started a core program on that, of course, but she didn't finish because she had a family. And you always have a yeah, you have family, and they know that things happen. But I also know certain like sometimes they're trying to guide you and push you back to some opportunity that maybe you lost, maybe saying, this is your one, this is your opportunity. It's a part of encouraging one another. I taught my second oldest sister. She keeps saying she's got no money, but she really won't make excuses for herself because there's always ways of manifesting. Like, you know, try asking people who are giving you advice. I know you would find something. Not everything has to be brand new. You know, they take a lot of old stuff and they refurbish it and see it. You pick up the cards. Doesn't matter if you had to read them. When you're asking the question and you pick up the card, like, you know, ask your heart to tell you what it's telling you. What was your question? You want to know now what the card's saying because, you know, you probably didn't pick up the cards. That's how I learn. Sometimes I got few decks out there. Sometimes I go in and just, you know, pick a card or the universe picks it for me. Because I always ask the universe, what's your message for me? Sometimes you just feel like you gotta hear it in the physical. I have tarot cards. If I'm sitting with somebody, the spirit guides me sometimes to give them that part that I really use them, but I mostly just talk with people to get them to think. to teach me how to, those questions that they would ask me, I'm not here to give you answers because intellectually I don't have answers. You have your answers. You just need some help to come. And, sometimes I tell people, sometimes you're not going to like me because I'm going to piss you off. Because I'm not going to be like all late at night because, like I said, I'm not here for the easy soul, easy hearts. I'm here for those ones that, just like myself. Haha, yeah, yeah. Just like being able to relate to the stories, whether it makes you feel pissed off because maybe I'm talking about you. But obviously, what ends up happening, it affects everybody involved, whether they want to admit to it or not. So, you know, browbeating, no. Am I scolding? No. Am I rebuking? Oh, sometimes probably yes, because I'm calling out it. I'm calling out it. I'm calling it out. So that's why I say if I look like an asshole or come off as a bitch, oh well, Is that part you made me that way? And you gotta take some credit because you did it like, a bitch and an asshole is made from friggin' enough shit that they've taken and they ain't taking it no more, so they come off as one way or another. I'm not a monster. I'm a very feeling person. And I've been made to suppress things because of programming that everybody has endured throughout time because they've suppressed things too because it was a program that you don't talk about your feelings. That's why they give you pills because you're more numb when you talk about your feelings. So if you talk about your feelings, oh, you're just a momentary. Whereas if you're not on any medications and you allow yourself to experience your feelings, describe your feelings, acknowledge your feelings, because it's that inner child that you're acknowledging. Tonight, when I holler, oh yeah, when I holler and I bring it from the depths, you can hear it coming off of everything because it comes up from that deep. Some people have a screech. It's all in whatever, or it's all in what's coming up. Like I said, there's times like, well, I'll be honest, times I just want to go through my house and I just want to just sweep everything right off, crash it, smash it, and fall about it later when I got to clean up. But that's me. Some people experience it the same way. I almost put my fist through the door one day because I had that much in my mother and my family, deceased family and ancestors, and just all of spirit comes in and says, "Okay, Ted, just calm down and just do it slowly." But sometimes you can take it. and contain it. And I do that. It's containing it. But it's coming out in just boom. And, you know, it's that part of keep your hands off each other. Sometimes it's such screaming it out until you get tired, until you all get tired of screaming. That's that part of why you're screaming. Are you hearing each other? Or are you just trying to scream over one another? Seriously. You can always, like, even if you do a video, even if you do a video and send it to the person that you're trying to express something to, at least you know you sent it, and then it's on them whether or not they will see it. It's not about trying to start a fight or anything like that. Although they might think that that's what I'm trying to do here or what have you. No, my dad said everyone sees it. Yep, they do. So if everyone sees it, then you know what I'm bringing forward ain't any different. I'm just saying for what happened for those who just see parts of it. Because I know one thing that day at the ball field when my son told me that I was a fucking idiot. Not a whole lot of people heard, but by gosh, they heard me and they heard, and I just kind of tried, and I just said that right out loud, and not in English either. And people just stopped and said, where'd that come from? Or they'd look at me. It's not because I'm having a temper tantrum or acting like a spoiled little disobedient brat. I just need to say, did I feel bad for it? No. I just walked off and went home. My car, someone was trying to call me and I wouldn't answer. I really did not want to talk to them. And then they say about me coming on. The greatest oak was once a little nut who held its ground. They say I'm nuts, I'm crazy. Crazy, yeah, I was crazy once. They put me in a hole, and I died in that hole. And the worms came. Worms, I hate worms. They make me crazy. We used to do that when we were little. So those are good memories. Okay, there's good memories there too. I was watching. I'm watching the series What's Upon a Time. I didn't watch that before, and they're in the part now where they're doing the ice cream, and the ice cream has in her shattered vision. So in the shattered vision part of it, all your actions cross appear. You have the shattered vision, so all you're seeing is the bad and the negative within each other. So it's that part of seeing the truth, because that's the moral of this, because there's the ice cream, and then there's Elsa from Frozen, and then Emma, which is considered the safe of the show, okay? And the ice cream wants Elsa and Emma to be sisters because they're like her. They're magical. And in the end, the ice cream gave, because the ice cream had taken their memories from all the good times, and the ice cream gave their memories back to them. And they realized that we did care about each other. Rita Teresa. Once upon a time, I watched that a lot because I see how it is within real life and what happens within each of these things. That being said, I'm sending all much love, light, many blessings, most important, very good health to anyone and everyone wanting and willing to receive and accept. I want you all to be big, bold, brave. Most importantly, be yourself. Be your authentic self. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be who you are, not who somebody says you are. You are not.